Merry Christmas, welcome back. And before we begin, let me just ask you a question. How long is it going to take for you to be distracted from what I'm about to say? In other words, these conversations usually last about 5 minutes. And my question to you is, are you even listening to the entire 5 minutes? Or are you going to get distracted at somewhere along the way? Because it happens to me all the time. I was actually laughing at myself as I was listening to one of the podcasts from a couple days ago that I had even recorded myself, and I got distracted. How many times do you and I find it difficult to be present to the present moment? And if that's you, if you just struggle to be present to the present moment, then that's got to be one of the things that we have a conversation about in 2019, right? This is Father Mark Toups over at Christ the Redeemer Catholic Church in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And we are in a conversation entitled Choose to Live, hoping that 2019 is going to be better than any other year that we've ever had. But if we can't even be present to the present moment, how are we even going to consider a whole year? I think that if we're going to have the best year ever, it's only going to happen in the present moment. But it's tough for us to be there, isn't it? Next week, our entire week, from December 30th all the way to January 5th, we're going to unpack different ways that we can be more present to the present moment, or we're going to unpack together different things that we can do to experience a greater presence to the present moment. But we got to start by just asking ourselves, are we there? Let me just ask you a couple of questions, and maybe you can even ask somebody else about this today. Are you present to the present moment? How many times do you check your phone when you are in the presence of another human being? How many times are you in a conversation with somebody, but yet you check your text messages? Or how many times when you're with somebody that the phone rings and you actually look to see who's calling rather than staying in conversation with the person you're with? How many times do you check your phone just to begin with? Are you present to the present moment? When you are in conversation with people, do they ever ask you, where are you? Or do they feel like you're present to them? Are you present to your kids? Are you present to your spouse? Are you present to the people in front of you? Or are you even aware of what's going on inside of you? Are you present to yourself? The most important thing that you and I can actually do to start off this next year is asking ourselves, really, are we present to the present moment? So I'm going to give you a little homework today. Before the sun sets on this day, before you go to bed tonight, I want you to ask somebody that you trust and love, how present to the present moment do they think you are? Ask someone when you're with them, are you there? Or are you somewhere else? Or are you easily distracted? Sometimes it's important for us to hear the truth from another person so that we can see the truth that's inside of us. Before you go to bed tonight, ask those that you love, someone that you trust, are you present to the present moment? So that next week as we unpack together, we can see how God is moving in our lives. Until that conversation happens, until we have that conversation tomorrow, be present to the present moment, and God bless you.